Hey Gemini, thank you so much for joining me. It's your girl Sin. I have changed my name. I hope you guys like it. Obviously, because the channel is not about makeup. So, Sin Mermaid Tarot. I hope you guys like it. Of course, I'm a Pisces, so I had to put something in there of being a Pisces, and I'm a mermaid. Mermaid slash unicorn. We're doing our reading a bit differently this week. I did pull the cards before I started recording so I can go a little bit faster. I have a slew of cards out today. So we'll see if you guys like it. I pulled an animal oracle card for you guys, and what came out was the moth spirit. It's all about surrendering. Surrendering to either some feelings that you may be having, letting go of something that no longer serves you, or surrendering to a person, place, or thing that may be pulling at your heartstrings. Moth is gentle. A moth goes with, like, it's part of, it flies through the air, and you're of air, and your emotions may be doing a bit of up and down right now, and you're not sure of the direction and which way to go. And it's all about following your heart and following what feels right for you, what's going to make you happy in the long run. As far as the Wisdom of Avalon card, what I pulled for you was the Deer card. I'm not sure if you guys can see it, but she's right over here. She, he, whatever the case may be. The 22nd card out of the deck, so definitely something about balance, being gentle, diplomatic about the way that you move, and know that you're moving in the right direction. You just need to follow your purpose, follow your path, and don't be afraid to make certain moves, even if it means that it's going to put you in a place of, you know, that it's going to be some type of battle. It's going to be something that's hard to do. But some things are worth the trouble. Okay. Also, in message from Archangel Gabriel came out was journaling. All right. Consistently writing about your feelings and activities stirs creative ideas and builds your confidence as a writer, which is pretty funny because I told the Gemini before, and you guys are all about communication, and you being able to write certain things down is going to open a whole new realm, even about how you're feeling, what it is that you want to take actions towards, what you want to do toward for the future, how you want certain things to play out. Sometimes writing things down can manifest. So if you can just, you know, not even think and just write your feelings out and do what you have to do. This is going to be almost therapy for your soul. And of course, keep it to yourself. You don't have to share with anyone, but writing things down is really going to help you out. In your recent past, what I see is you being in a place of peace and serenity, tranquility when it came to your money matters, right? Because you went through a position where, coupled with the nine of coins with the 7 of wands, I feel as though you maybe went through some type of hardship when it came to your money. You went through the ringer with it, and you've gotten to a position where you've gotten to a position where you're being overly protective when it comes to your material matters. And I get it. We go through certain stages. Maybe you went through a position where maybe there was poverty involved at one point, and now you made it to a status where you're trying to make sure that you don't lose any of your material aspects right now that you worked so hard for, and you're trying to be protective about what you have worked so hard to attain. And I get it. It's okay. I don't know what you're protecting it from, or who, or whatever the case may be, but I think, you know, you're in a good position as far as your money, and you're trying to protect what you've worked so hard for. Presently, what I have is you picking some type of direction, right? There's a purpose that you're going after. You're looking at the objectives, going back and forth, of course, because this is the type of energy that you withhold. You go back and forth about certain things. But you're also taking certain steps to, and I see you taking the steps because I have this hostility card here, which reminds me of the Gemini card. You could also be dealing with another Gemini or Libra or an Aquarius, where I see you're taking the first step in reference to certain situations. After thinking about things, you're trying to do things on the hush-hush. You're trying to do things on the low-low. What you're trying to do, I'm not sure, but we can definitely ask if you're more interested. If you're, well, I am trying to be nosy about the situation. What are we staying hush-hush about? With the Hermit being here, you could be dealing with a Virgo as well. The Hermit is all about being like you're concealing your thoughts and you're trying to stay to yourself when it comes to something. When it comes to some type of plan that you're trying to put together. And you're trying to find a direction in which way to avoid any hostilities that you have to deal with. This can involve another female, some type of, two different type of females, somebody else, whatever the case may be. It doesn't always have to be third-party situations. But it could also deal with some type of pregnancy. Some of you are probably concealing a pregnancy. And this can just be you trying to gain something, trying to devise a plan of how to move about things, to move in the right direction, to make sure that you're stable at the end of the day, right? You're trying to secure your bag. You're trying to secure you being in the right direction. You want this new beginning. You want to be go-getting. You want to, this is definitely an energy of doing something. Especially with this card. And this card is just like you want to do something, but you want to make sure that you dot your I's and cross your T's. You're trying to avoid, any type of hostilities that may have to deal with some event that you have to go forward with. Quite honestly, sometimes we can't please everyone. The only person that you're going to have to worry about is yourself. In the future, what I have is the 36 card out of the Oracle of Visions. Now you see this beautiful angel. This beautiful angel is tied up, right? And it almost feels as though there's some type of complications or limitations, some type of restriction, feeling trapped when it comes to love. Matters of the heart with the angel of balance here. Angel of love, sorry. You're not knowing if you should offer that new beginning to someone. If you should offer this new foundation. Wanting to, but something is holding you back. Could be that you're trying to get your money intact. You're trying to figure certain things out. You're like, how do I move about certain things? Could be dealing with a Capricorn, Taurus, or Virgo with the earth energy here. You're definitely wanting to make sure that your financial security is on point, and I think you're holding on to it very intently. Like you're really worried about, and keep in mind these energies can be vice versa to the person that you're thinking of. If you're dealing with something, you're trying to secure your bag most definitely and trying to take stability of your life. As far as the romance angels, I did pull 3 cards for you guys, and what I got was retreat, free yourself, and worth the waiting. When I look at these cards, it reminds me of retreat. Out of this reading, what it reminds me of, it is the Hermit card. Even though there's 2 people in this card, some of you could be thinking about just getting away with your little boo. But others of you, I think you're staying to yourself and trying to be like that Hermit energy. where you're trying to keep things to yourself, and you're trying to do some soul searching here, some introspection, most definitely, on how to free yourself out of a situation that may be having you trapped, because you don't want to deal with certain things that you've been unhappy with before. There's certain steps that you're gonna have to take, and it's all going to be worth it at the end, where you making sure that you're taken care of. At the end of the day, you're going to be able to free yourself and express yourself the way that you want to. Make sure that you write certain things down. Give yourself up. Like, I think communication is key, whether it's like with someone that may be hostile towards you, or if you're trying to give your love to someone, you don't have to feel as though you're trapped in a situation, because you're not. You can easily free yourself. You have to get out of this mental conflict that you may be in, so that you can move forward and be free with the energies that you're living with. You might be going back and forth about situation, but you know how to determine what's going to make you happy. There's a new beginning here, and there's enough energy that you have within you to move with conviction. Be gentle, be diplomatic, and just let go of certain things that no longer serve you. I hope these messages were helpful to you, Gemini. I love you with all my heart, and we'll talk next week.